I'm crazy, Jeff.
Yes.
I'm not.
Bro, what?
I had to get rid of
Nah,
him.
he was being toxic.
Every time he does this every day, man.
Why are you unbanning him? You're supposed to
I
unban
don't
him,
know,
Like,
bro. Man.
let's go. One more to go.
Hello and welcome everybody to the Onward VR Master League Season 12, Week 13, the back half of regular season. And we are tuning in tonight for a high-octane matchup, highly requested on the website from the community. Peacekeepers versus Rome, two teams at the top of the ladder in the American East Division, but if you look at the overall worldwide ladder as well, they are also still pretty high up there. 6 and 7. 7 and 6 respectively. Peacekeepers ranked 7, Rome ranked 6th. Peacekeepers are the home team today, and so they will get the first pick on map and the first ban. Bans are Suburbia and Bazaar, both by PK and Rome respectively, and leaves us with mostly long-range maps available, but still some close quarters action to be had. Stuff like Subway, Quarantine, Tanker. There are still some close-range maps to dive into. And our first map of the day is going to be Subway. So we are going to kick things off in a pretty close quarters bit of action. Should be a good start to the series. Pretty exciting to see what kind of plays these teams break out against each other on a map like Subway that, you know, really does heavily revolve around good execution on a play. If you want to push aggressive into the basement, if you want to swing one side on the south or north, there's so many options. And depending on where we go for the objective, it's almost always pretty dang interesting. I think we saw, can't remember what the last matchup I tuned into on Subway was, but it was also high tier Onward and super fun to watch. Teams really innovating on strategies on these maps in particular, the ones that have been around for so long, which I feel like it should be surprising, but the ever evolving meta of VRML continues, and well, teams are always looking to adapt and be the best, so Not too surprising to see new strats come out, but still exciting nonetheless. And we are going to be hopping into round one soon enough on Subway. Just waiting for the full roster of Rome to pop in, but we do have everybody on Peacekeepers ready to go. Virus, Diesel, Hondo, VR, Squirfy, and Rusher Z, aka Rushers. Over on Rome, we are again still waiting on that fifth to hop in, but Captain Soda, Irvadi, Varix, Meso, and whoever else they're going to be popping into the lobby this afternoon will hopefully be joining shortly, and we can be into the action and underway in due time. A reminder that we do have venues games this weekend. I think it's next weekend that we might not. This weekend, though, we do have venues. 6 p.m. PST Saturday, 12 p.m. PST Sunday over on twitch.tv/VRMasterLeague or Horizon venues. I know a lot of folks do enjoy that platform as a way to watch and hang out and enjoy the esports content, so we're always happy to deliver there. And yeah, look out for Onward this weekend on those times. We also have a pretty good game tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST. Same time as this one, same place, right here on twitch.tv/Onward_VRML. What else? What other sort of business could we get out of the way? Ree has joined. The fifth, popping in here for Rome. We should be into round one soon enough. We appreciate you all stopping by and hanging out this afternoon. Probably pull up that so I can read any fantastic comments coming in from the fine community that is you folk out there enjoying the VRML action. I see Gladiator and Rodney Stone VR in here already. I'm gonna go ahead and share my 42-month sub anniversary. And we're gonna pop into round number one of Map 1. Peacekeepers versus Rome. PK on the attack.
For spacing.
On the defense. Yeah. And an interesting full stack up to the catwalk. See if there's anyone that sits back and defends from a flank, but it is a heavy press down this catwalk entrance. Be interesting to see where the defense prioritizes here, because it does look like the outside edges are set up to defend from the, again, edges, not necessarily an assault up the middle. Soda, if they're not careful, could get caught out from a stairwell position, but it does look like Soda is adjusting to actually cover a potential stairwell position. Maybe they either heard the comms in that hallway or not sure what, but now they are ready and waiting. When the shots do come.
We can salt overpass.
Soda takes shots, gets information, and relocates. Not keen to sit around and wait. Irvadi also doing the same, taking shots. And really just forcing a pause here in the Peacekeepers attack. Diesel can't afford to peek there, and nor can Squirfy on this other side. So this whole team really,
We're kind of pinched here. Let's
for now, is stuck.
let's hit a Romeo. Let's get out of here.
Watch, they might be putting a flanker.
Diesel contests Irvadi on the stairs. That's going to cost both of them their life, although Diesel should be able to get rezzed soon. The rusher is going to pick him up, and it is a net positive. The rotation going out here, though, and I Wonder if Rushers and Diesel are going to follow with this team yet. All 5 dropping off of this stairwell push. And once the action calms down, it may be an indicator to this defensive team that there is a rotation. Nonetheless, they do have at least one, but really only one, defending from a basement assault. And it looks like on the overhead, they're going for a... Yeah, everyone headed to the underground. All over into that back corner.
Diesel should be somewhere behind.
And
Yeah.
we call this one the old reset.
All right, let's go. Full send. We got nothing to lose at this point.
Round 1 begins. 3 minutes, Rome down 4-5. Peacekeepers changing things up. Goes to show you how dangerous shooters are in this game, and that as soon as PK were identified, they really didn't trust pushing out against those players. Maybe anticipating that Soda would move after shooting into a new spot and be ready to attack, I don't know. But regardless, a seemingly wise choice, although if they now run into Ree, who is patiently waiting here around the corner, it could result in some bad news. And there is Ree shooting in the corner. They try to fly out, and they do catch one.
We didn't lose anyone.
So fast.
44. Okay. Keep going,
PK not aware that they've actually caught
see anyone
one.
far.
Think that everyone's in the base. Everyone's upstairs. You hear the call out come in, and now, wow, what an interesting defensive setup here as Soda pokes and prods. Bars on the tight corner, tries to find the action, but can't connect. It's all up to Soda and Meso, who are defending. As Soda flies to one side, he gets one. The short corner goes down. Soda trying to battle a two-way street, but through the smoke and fire.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
PK take their Marisak round. A well-orchestrated play, a nice rotation, and a point on the board. I see a few more folks popping in. We really appreciate you. What is happening? Oh, we got a little sub train going on. Everybody jumping back on with the resubs. I appreciate you. Gladiator TR and Sri Lankan VR and myself are coming in. 42 months, 27 months, and 8 months. An impressive display there, folks. I really do appreciate that support for the channel and the league.
Gentlemen.
Round number 2 kicking off here.
Absolutely, gentlemen.
As we go back into it,
My
PK
name is
now on the
Lieutenant
defense.
Aldo Rain, and I'm putting
I
one.
won't be surprised.
Fuck,
if
and
we
I'm
don't
putting
see
together
these
a
guys
team,
again for a
doing
while,
one
though.
thing and one thing only: killing Nazis.
See how PK
Quote. But,
roll
you know,
out
that's what
here.
it is.
See if they opt for an upstairs defense or are going to be ready for what is an aggressive basement rollout here from Rome. Especially from Irvadi as they fly up the stairs. No fear. Flashes out. Lots of utility. Well, one piece of utility being used to get them here. Rushers has thrown a C4 just on the other side of this wall, and so if Body and Reap peek out, I imagine that's going to be detonation time. It's just a matter of timing. Rushers can't deploy this too early, or it's not going to be effective.
4 champs.
Or he gets rid of one down in the basement, and then just
53.
catches another with suppressive fire. Here, Vadi has managed to make it out. Rushers still hasn't turned. The C4 not catching anyone there after being detonated as well. And Rusher is now identified as Irvadi has control of the train track. 3 supporting over fight, but Irvadi catches one. Peacekeepers find another as
42.
Virus snags ahead there. Quickly refragged. A nice pickup there from Irvadi.
North platform down 33, 33. Hold
And
position, we're in good position. Everyone's got a good position.
You hear a little radio comm coming in there on the shoulder of Irvadi, but I believe it's Peacekeepers radio. An audio bug that we end up getting sometimes on Spectate, where we actually hear the radio of the opponent in... Yeah, it's strange. I don't know what procs it or why it happens, but it has happened. So I think that's what we're hearing. Diesel, Hondo, and Squirfy communicating there. But we're hearing it from the shoulder of Irvadi. A strange audio bug. Anyway, cool to hear. And it's now down to the duo of Rome, with Irvadi in particular taking control of the main floor. Where is Varix is the question. Irvadi has been running free and easy up top here. Hopefully Varix is not surprised by this and these two can reconnect. Got a lot of time. 3.5 left. It's just a matter of how much utility is available. Let's see, Hondo's trying to take a tight slice here, and what a swing there from Irvadi to catch out Hondo. 2-2. Here comes the assault as the smoke comes down. It's a bit too far. Diesel in a corner position that can be dangerous, because I think you get stuck here. Maybe that's been fixed, but still. Diesel wants to take up this corner. And it's dangerous because Squirfy goes down. There's not a lot of coverage over there. And there's the trade. So now Diesel is trapped in the backside, and Varix is able to catch him. Rome managed to snag themselves a Marsoc W and tie things up 1 apiece here. It was looking like a nice start for PK. Does not spiral out of control. Maybe Sky can turn on enable bets. They're still around, but especially now as we're all tied up 1 apiece would be a good time. Either way, we go to our next objective, which is South Stairs. Could be pretty exciting. I mean, I'm surprised that that round went Marsoc both ways. I mean, really the reality is that I wouldn't say aggressive, but the defense upstairs wasn't successful enough. And on both sides, they either got shut down or were avoided. And so a nice job from both PK and Rome on their attacks to find the gaps in the coverage and create them.
Just so they don't know where I am.
And then capitalize on that for success. Round number 3 begins as we hop into the action here on map number 1.
Only one person is doing spawn, but
Yeah.
offensive stuff.
I don't know if it's quick spawn right off the bat.
And it is quick spawn. So we are going to be into some action soon here. At least Ree will.
54.
Find out about that spawn with their life. Heavy suppressive fire allows the duo to advance with no one able to swing and check the corner, but Irvadi is rotating from downstairs and is now covering at least somewhat a entry point here. Trouble is Irvadi's in a commonly fragged position. Not exactly a safe alley to be in. Virus is going to flash and peek, and a little pre-firing into another standard position. Nobody here, and interesting that Virus believes there to be one. On the other side of things, Diesel, Rushers, Hondo are pushing in. Rome are getting picked apart as nades are coming on to Captain Soda, and he has to dump rounds blindly. There's a good swing from the two of them. to catch out that kill, and now the other duo pushing in.
52.
Peacekeepers collapsing onto the defense of Rome, and Varix is alone, flashed into the corner. Oh no! A C4, a late deployment, catches Squirfy and Varix. Varix is still in, flies to catch one, can't get the triple. Hondo and Rushers blast them down, and a minute and a half of an attack. Round number 3 is done. Wow, what a start to this series. 3 Marsoc rounds in a row. Great plays, too. Really had to split our attention onto both sides as they assaulted both angles. At the same time, that's an indication of a great execution and nice timing on the play. So hats off to the PK offense, truly, on that play. Both rounds really were great as they relocated for that last win, and they're on their attack. It is going to be, I guess, a matter of assaults here to see if now Rome can put up a good Marsoc round. They will have the fast spawn themselves as well, so they can put on an equally quick play for round number 4.
I'm really flashing that corner.
Okay.
Oh, I have flash too.
Scorpy, you're killing it out there. You're really killing it out there. You're so
I appreciate
deserving
that.
of my praise.
I appreciate that.
Little positive reinforcement. There's going to be a counter bit of utility dispersed that shuts down Soda from flying the corner. Scorpy now tucks up into the alley, and all the information gained for them as they now hear footsteps, and aggression continues. Another flash to push Soda off of the alley. Scorpy could peek and take control of this corner, but it is a little dangerous. That's a good smoke. It's not a grenade. Flash comes down, the counter out, another bit of aggression on the corner, and Soda and Varix are still now tucked in. Soda does get across, and some blind fire through the smoke. Catches out Squirfy. Maybe not so blind. Able to see just on the edge of that smoke there as they swung. Virus actually put up a defensive smoker, used that. I think it was actually using that smoke of Rome to rotate out of their position, take up a new corner, but PK are getting pushed back to the objective now as they don't have, well, maybe they don't want a close defender there on that corner. They're going to allow Rome to swing and check this corner. Diesel utilizing the objective for a bit of cover. Okay, so approaches. Diesel avoids taking shots, so their position's still unknown. Virus, in the meanwhile, also defending. Both sides split as the full push finds 2 kills. Rusher and Diesels go down. Meso has Tablet out. They're trying to cap. Rusher's able to shut that down. Gets the res on the Diesel. Varix is here, and Rome in a similar blitz, albeit about 40 seconds slower, take that round. And plain and simple, both defenses were overwhelmed with the coordination of the offense. And you know, I like to talk a lot about the sort of theory crafting, I guess, of Onward and how I think certain teams approach certain objectives in certain rounds. And I often say that there is a Volk advantage and that the community believes there to be a Volk advantage. But I do wonder if that's even really true. Because you look at rounds like this, where both teams on Marsoc, I mean, simply they overwhelmed the defense with strategy. It's an example of how Marsoc maybe isn't at a disadvantage in this game when the defense has to hold certain angles or certain objective placements. I don't know. Maybe it's just both of the last two objectives. We are going to another objective back down into the train station. And this one I actually feel is more MARSOC favored. So we'll see if we continue the trend of trading down MARSOC rounds as we go into round number 5.
Hey, you never know.
Well, with Hondo and Diesel going where they are, we should be fine.
Hoping for Ping Jesus to help them out.
Comcast.
That's not a bad word, is it?
Whole basement push. The basement push in particular gets you quick access to the objective, and so I feel like it is a strong route to take. Often defended and very clearly planned for. Flashlight put up there to try and limit the visuals, and Meso taking a deep angle and already finding one. They're dumping out suppressive fire. Keeping Virus and this duo tucked in. In the meantime, in the basement, that push not coming out as successful as your Vadi flies for one. Hondo connects and now takes control of basement. Smoke comes out, denies vision onto Meso. The rest of defense. Oh no, Vargas getting team killed as they try and cross. A lot of ammo getting used here and a lot of rotating on the defense that's getting them killed. A team kill, another pickup from Hondo, and now Ree has to fly off of that top side. And yeah, Rome, rightfully so, very worried about a cap. A lot of smoke, well placed. Tons of potential capping angles. Ree flies to catch one as they collapse around the objective space. They are able to at least get into somewhat of a decent defensive position. Although they continue the aggression here. Flashlight comes on. Rushers is there ready and waiting behind the dead body of their teammate. Meso now, the lone defender. I don't know if Rushers has a clean line, but they certainly suspect somebody
Track on the far east.
shooting there. You can hear the comms coming in, the radio to Hondo. I wonder if Hondo's going to go for the kill here, or they're just going to try and suppress. Hondo's here for the kill as Meso defends for their life. The trade comes through. MARSOC round into the hands of Peacekeepers. I will get predictions out just in time for it to be 2-2 on a time traveler. Second. The animals. Get your predictions in if you need. Well, now you're too late, but you know. It was out there. Pay attention. Appreciate you all dropping in here today. Nice little crowd to catch some good PK and Rome action, which certainly is, well, good and fast. That's for dang sure. I don't think we've gotten past the 3-minute mark yet on a round. Minute and a half, 2-minute attacks getting sent out here. And almost working. I mean, Rome really setting up for a position there to potentially, I mean, there were the right smokes. Truly, if that suppressive fire wasn't coming in through that smoke, the objective would have been captured. It goes to show you how important it can be to have an LMG or two that can suppress through smoke like that. And what could have been map 1 into Rome, into Peacekeepers' hands is now still, well, I guess map point again for PK, but Rome have an opportunity for attack and
survive.
Let's see what we
just
get
don't want to fucking smoke
as we drop back into round number 6.
So when
map
they peek,
1.
they're blind.
Do it. No.
Looks like a heavy basement push, similar to what we saw from PK. I think all 5 came down from the basement, though, and Squirfy is here
At least 2 going downstairs.
waiting for audio
Hey,
cues.
fellas, what are you guys' thoughts on the Canadian blockade? Like the trucker blockade? Any big
Smokes
thoughts?
come down, and MesoRee,
Really?
Soda, and Irvadi all pushing in from the basement. Soda and Irvadi managed to find their first kill. And soon enough, we'll be pushing up from basement to attack down onto Virus.
That makes sense. Hotspot user. Anyways, dive for objective.
Really bad idea.
Squirfy ready and waiting
No good escape trip.
on this top floor, and so we'll have to see
I'm Batman.
what their attack play looks like here. Diesel staying tucked in, and Soda poking and prodding. Everybody really just hunting for information. And Soda now, yes, still checking, but not overcommitting. That's the important element there. They know that it's a dangerous spot to be in, and there's the trade in the alley. A 1-for-1. But Rome still in an advantage, 4-3. Now the smokes can come out around objective space. And so goes down. Rusher's able to connect through the smoke. Again, displaying the power of blind fire through smokes. Vadi trying to flash up and push out onto Virus. But that flash not quite connecting. And Virus over the top trying to find shots over onto... Oh, Diesel, unfortunately. A bit of team fire going on there. Soda finds Diesel now. And Virus, getting a bit confused, pushing out in front of Vadi, who finds the kill. Rusher's now alone on defense, has to crash back towards objective. Soda has Tablet out in what could have been map is, well, a tie game. Both teams close to points of cap, but that's that. Continuing to trade Marsoc crowns, we tie up 3 apiece. And we now go to the North OBJ. And this actually might be, for what the play styles we've seen, maybe the most 50-50 objective that we'll get. Depending on how how Peacekeepers attack, just Peacekeepers. This is the last round of this map. We'll have to see. But a North Stair OBJ could be exciting. I see first time viewer in chat, why the Volk advantage? Well, I think the long-standing sort of meta mindset, if you will, maybe I'm wrong on this, has been that the Volk have an advantage because they have to, all they do is defend the objective. And I say all they do, but they just sit, you get to camp the objective. That's the idea and the mentality behind it. And that you really just get to allow the attacker to come to you. There isn't a need to get aggressive. And if you set up an effective kill box around the objective, it's oftentimes believed that that's the most effective way to win a round. Whether you're on Marsoc or Volk. And so, Volk, without having to move and attack the objective, tend to be seen as having an advantage. I don't know, I think in most cases it's really 50-50. and there's a ton of factors that come into play. And, well, do the flashes connect? Does your Vadi push past the corner to catch Diesel? Is there a nade that comes in? Is there C4? All these different questions. Where's the utility? What is the timing? Rome, Soda, Diesel, trade. Hondo's there, Irvadi's there, Soda's up, another down, Irvadi finds 3.
I killed 3.
Rome blasting down Peacekeepers, and Well, for the first time, I think, this series, we see Marsoc at a disadvantage, down 4-2. Both Virus and Rushers almost expecting a continuing assault as your body flies up to catch them, and nothing else coming through as Rome are set up and waiting
Gonna swing as soon as he hears my footsteps.
for the rest of the attack. Nade comes in, goes a bit far. Takes a few pot shots in Virus's direction, and neither shooter connects. Rusher's a bit deeper back, trying to get their utility out, and I don't think that goes far enough. I think that catches Virus. And Virus smart to check their flank. Varix is on a warpath. Irvadi's still here, and oh, I think Virus clicks empty, but Irvadi finds all 5 dead on the corner. 14-4 on the end of the round. Rome take map 1, 4-3. I would love to be able to draw on the overhead. I think it's something that we've looked into and maybe something we can implement in future seasons, but I have a lot of thoughts in my head, you know? I would love to be able to get out. I just need some crayons. Map number 2 is Abandoned. The choice coming in there from Rome. Trying to look at the stats for Rome here. On Abandoned. Because oftentimes teams just don't play this map much. 3-2, which is pretty good. Over on PK, I don't see it. 2-1. So 60% win rate to 50. 66.6 repeating, whatever. Should be another Subway, essentially. I anticipate a good bit of back and forth here. And looking at active rosters, we're seeing no subs, so the same 5 from both sides going at it here for map number 2. And into it we go. Round 1 on Abandoned, gonna take us into the center building. A large map that spans, well, quite a large distance. Going to be a south spawn. And we'll have to see what this attack pattern looks like from Rome. Looking the 4-1 split. Investing in the rock tunnel exit. Relatively safe, although... What?
My knife as I grabbed it.
We just knifed the teammate. We had 4 left.
Fuck.
He's looking at us.
I was reaching for my mic. Which
That is-
apartment is he in?
Why players throw their knives at start of rounds.
Middle or north side. I can't tell.
For that purpose. But you see knife kills come in sometimes that are very important, lead to caps, so... Kind of a, oh my gosh, what a...
Anyone in the 3rd story?
Wow. It's a complete unfortunate mistake. Not intentional, obviously, but the knife comes in and Rusher's able to connect with 1 out the gate. Rome
54.
down to 3.
Why are you just gonna drop your knife when you're running by people?
I was reaching for my mic and bumped grip.
He's middle building, first floor window.
Middle building, first floor window. Which side?
What? Our side.
No, left, front window or back window?
Oh, almost too late as
Second floor
Virus
now.
can't quite connect there on the re. There's the shots. Down they go. Virus also IDing Varix down into the corner. Rome just down to 2, though. It is up to Varix and Irvadi on the other side.
Give me something fun.
At least one on my building, south side.
Rusher's certainly here as Irvadi outside on the other corner there.
Yeah.
Likely a bit concerned about this push coming in here. There's the utility toss, and it is good. Rusher's definitely blind here. Goes down into the stairs, and I think Vadi got counter-flashed by Rushers there, but Rushers, I think, was double flashed, and so Vadi able to fly the corner and catch them just before. No, I think your Vadi got blinded first. Either way, they go down. Rome left with just one as Scorpion and Diesel defend the objective. Varix approaching in from the east side. Full stealth is Varix's approach here through this defense. And for the first time, we get past 3 minutes in a round. Can't afford to make any sound if they suddenly go too fast or click off the gun or anything. Could be them dead. And I think Varix may be looking for the entry here, but right as they turned, they went a little too fast. And Virus heard those footsteps. You instantly could see the laser dialed in right when those footsteps come in. And our first Volk round goes the way of Peacekeepers here as they take the lead 1-0. Got to get the predictions out. Time to do here. Taking a quick look at chat as well. Recognizing Vadi being on fire that last round. They certainly were. 14 and something there. Curious to see what the reaction is on the unintentional knife. Truly a rough start for the Rome attack. Still, though, good bit of back and forth. Comes close, but not too close. And Rome now get their chance at defense. Back into the action for round number 2.
1-2.
Different defensive or offensive spawn here from PK on the opposite side of the map.
The beach might have been, but even then they still have top down right away. Like if they go up to that wall, we're kind of fucked.
They're going to be rotating wide. Well, they were for a brief moment, but potentially cutting up through the short side. We'll have to see. There are shots coming in, and Meso finds Virus trying to cross.
They got north spawn.
There's their spawn given away. Rome can adjust accordingly. Meso could have killed 2 potentially there. They are out of ammo. So late shots will come in. Soda is rotating, trying to set up for an early defensive position. Irvadi getting rid of Squirfy on the beach. So it leaves this team exposed to Soda, who does get 1.
2 more at least.
Able to ID another 2 still pushing in, and PK definitely not looking good on the attack here. Rushers and Hondo gonna push down. Actually, I like this rotation. Certainly throwing Soda off. They are not looking down into the middle here. Actually gonna go for a full shift on their approach. Now over to the other side. I imagine this was their initial plan when they tried to cross, but they weren't able to, and now... Oh, they're set up right by objective. Comms coming in, rotations coming through on defense. Utility flying in. Irvadi could have an angle if they spot out rushers here. Soda still hasn't pushed back to objective, and so it's like a 2v3 right now if rushers and Hondo are able to get in. Oh, and there is the angle from Irvadi. So close to being able to identify rushers. With that wall just giving rushers enough coverage.
At least 3 on objective.
One's right outside the objective of me on north.
Hondo could potentially catch Vadi through the window here, but again, it's all about the onward timing. Soda now considering a rotation back. But rushers and Hondo really just kind of trying to catch out any rotations on defense. And there's your Vadi getting identified by rushers.
Third story, 3rd floor.
Two minutes left now as PK continues to just try and feel out the situation here. Looking for any information. And rushers hunting for Irvadi there. Irvadi not able to find rushers either, but they do both challenge each other there, and Irvadi is able to connect onto those shots. Hondo does not have the high angle, and Soda is close on the tight corner. They're gonna fly for the kill. A trade leads Rome into a defensive W. And we are tied up 1 apiece. Map, I guess, determines heavily here where these rounds end up landing, but maybe we are now back into a bit of a Volk trading pattern. Especially on a map like Abandon, when you get these center objectives, you sort of start with a height advantage in a lot of cases. I think there's maybe a few objectives that are in the ravine, but most are on top of the hill. And as Volk, you spawn near objectives, so you're spawning on top of a hill and are able to position and set up on defense accordingly. So maybe a reason that we are seeing the Volk rounds trending on Abandoned, whereas we saw the polar opposite on Subway. But regardless, round 3 kicking off here. These teams want to get right back into it.
It's an easy attack for us. It's an easy attack for them.
Duke it out
I
with
know.
each
This
This is
other.
one of the worst fucking sites I think DPI's ever
We're
made.
gonna win this defense. We're gonna win this defense, boys. It's gonna be a defense.
We'll have to see a bit of a dislike from the Peacekeeper side on this objective. It's a bit of an awkward one in certain ways. Go over those when we get a little bit closer to the objective. For now, Diesel has extended off and is just looking for information. You don't see a gun angle being held here. They're just trying to find out where the spawn is, and once those shots have come out, it's kind of a confirmation that Rome is spawning here on the north.
What'd you say?
Diesel up through the center looking for anything, and they may be able to connect with your Vadi here soon enough. Oh, but not before Meso finds the kill on the backside. A nice approach. Opens up now the north entryway. Varix able to find Squirfy from a distance, and you do see almost a refrag there from rushers, but not able
One's on the east wall.
to
I
quite
tagged him, I
connect.
think.
Did some damage, but not enough. Rest of the defense, well, now waiting as Rome sets up for the attack with one going deep onto a flank. I don't know if they need to go that far around the south, but they are taking
his head up over.
the long path. I think Soda just tried to team kill there. Yeah, a little bit of misinformation coming in from Rome.
on objective there.
Your Vadi looking for that
One of third
potential
stories
team
on
kill.
the south side.
Either way, Soda has virus suppressed now, and oh, maybe could have had them killed as they
Definitely on
click
third story
empty.
window. I injured the guy in third story. I don't know if he's dead or not. I had
Basement tanks.
And we are into the full firefight. 3.5 on the clock. All 5 of Rome left, and still no action yet from that south rotation. Your Vadi gonna try and take control of the inside here.
One on my building.
It's the honor in it.
Virus goes down as they don't get any confirmation from rushers.
I killed another.
Now Rushers is able to fly out the corner and catch them. Another from Hondo as finally Varix comes alive. Starts sending rounds downrange. 3 of Rome on the attack. The 2 remaining of PK at least around the objective. So how will this push come through? Soda able to connect with Hondo. Rushers still here alive, but they're the last one to defend. Ree's pushing in from the flank. Soda's not pushing objective just yet. Although this could be an easy cap coming in right now. Fortunate enough that Soda didn't continue to apply pressure. Rushers trying to rotate into a bit of an off-meta position, but they got to worry about so many different angles, and it's going to be Soda who finds the kill up through the center for Rome to go up 2-1. Breaking the mold there as a Marsoc round comes in with a W, and yeah, that north spawn is working out for him. Could be this objective and the placement as we get to see what PK do on their attack. But either way, Rome take back the lead and set themselves up, or begin to at least, for a series win if they can snag this second map. Well, we have a bit of a downtime. A quick shout out to our sponsors. I'm sure you've seen them ticking across the screen. You've also seen them right in front of your face. HyperX with the HyperX Quadcast S, the Cloud 2 wireless headphones. Fantastic sponsor. We appreciate them supporting the VRML. Recommend you go check out all HyperX products. I got everything, and I love it all. The mouse, the keyboard, the mic. It's all lasted me for way longer than you'd expect, and yeah, it is. They are good quality products. VRML obviously contributing to the VR Esports League and helping grow VR Master League and esports in general. So we're contributing into that prize pool. ProTube VR coming in with a fantastic stock and mount options, and on top of haptic feedback options, they really help stabilize your aim in game. I recommend you go check out ProTube VR if you haven't already. We also have merch partnerships with Arma and VRware. Some new merch recently coming out on Arma's end, some sick stuff that I am going to get my hands on soon and be showing off on stream as soon as I get it. But I recommend you check out the Arma store. VRware also working on some new stuff as well. So please go and support our merch partners. And VR cover. Knew there was one more. Ha! Vastly increasing comfort. Into the action we go. A quick spawn for PK as they're already right over on that east side. We'll have to see what Rome does to weather this potential storm.
I think about it, this was probably a terrible push because we're kind of boxed in by the 3-story. I mean, we can get back and probably get behind the lid. Yeah.
Scorpy suppressing,
I didn't see
and
anything, but
did not feel confident in their initial position, so have to rotate off. Meanwhile, the defense waits for a push in from this east side. If anything, their spawn point kind of given away a bit. But the 3-2 split, likely not known. So there's going to be a matter of how they execute off of this when they decide to push up off of it. This 3-story position, super important. Gives you a lot of vision down into
One's crossing
defense,
south,
that east side, but you all, I mean, it's just a
Towards Heli?
all-seeing spot. The trouble is, of course, that you can be seen from all these different angles, and so your body is in danger of getting scooped up from the south.
Drone down. Kidding, it's still there. It's somewhere in the tree, I can't see it.
Interesting drone deployment has come in. Snuck it into the tree, so it's hard to identify and shoot. Soda not pushing up off of all of this action, and for now, PK just poking and prodding without much consequence. More blasts up onto that 3-story to suppress down here Vadi as Soda rotates back into their position. Still no kills on either side. Rome with this 2-1 lead do not want to overextend. And now with these shots from rushers, South is given away. No longer a stealth op.
We have no choice but to rotate.
On the split, and
250.
They're gonna have to decide to try and cross deep, use some points of cover here. Get past that 3-story line of sight, but they do get identified. So their south position, not necessarily a surprise, but it's gonna come down to how they execute on it as Varix is tucked in and waiting for a push, really, from that end. But they also have a great view down into the objective, albeit if someone passes their vision, That's when things could get dangerous. Meso finds one. Squirfy tries to fire back, but to no success. Soda's actually going to rotate, and this might throw off Squirfy. Oh, completely caught out. Unprepared for Soda to be there. Nice shutdown there. Meanwhile, back in the south, Rushers, Virus still working their way up towards Varex. They are running out of time. Minute and a half left. Meso goes down on the roof. Hondo gaining some ground towards objective. Still a 4v3. This rotation a bit of a gamble, but they're assuming that it's safe considering their teammates have pushed in through the south and not found anybody defending, and so they're not ready for Varex. It could be bad news, and Virus and Rushers are not ready for Varex. Hondo's not ready for Varex, and there's the 3. Rome a push up 3-1 off of a late defensive angle. And they stare down the barrel of a Series W if they can get this next round. Certainly a good bit on the line. And so we'll have to see what PK tries to do on defense. We do change objective placements, and I feel this objective tends to favor defense more than anything. Again, placed on the top of a hill. Able to utilize that height advantage to some extent. Albeit dangerously if you do choose. Have to see what the Rome play is, but there's a couple of different options. Go through that rock tunnel side, push around the beach, hunt for picks up through the 3-story. Essentially what we've seen already, but just on the south side of the map now. The 3-story will be used by the offense this time instead as well, and so a bit of a shakeup. See if it's enough for Peacekeepers to hang on to this one. They are technically the underdogs, ranked 7 worldwide to rank 6, but a loss now, week 13, at where they're at, is for either one of these teams hurts. So both of these squads do not want to be pushed out of the top 7 with an L here. And
All right, Hondo,
well, we talked about that prize pool. That's what's ultimately on the line at the end of the season.
Hell
Got to be in the top 8 worldwide to be able to compete for it. So we'll have to see what happens. Into round number 5 of map 2.
One on the east wall.
Angle here. Rusher's trying to peek through that small window through the crates, but I think those are not exactly a full cover position. Could be tagged
Possibly
on the
second
shoulder.
going
It's not 100% safe, but still an interesting one. And they did identify that spawn. We'll have to keep an eye on Hondo to see if they end up trying to push in through Rock Tunnel, as Hondo is that key element in preventing the push in from Peacekeepers here. They lose Hondo, they lose a lot of control. The East can push into the objective. That height advantage starts to kind of dwindle, and well, is a big angle here for Hondo to be holding. Nice flash comes out, though. That's going to full blind Hondo. Going to be a pair of them, and is it going to flash Hondo long enough? Meso pushes up. The rest of the team behind them, and Meso flies the corner to connect with Hondo. Squirfy can't quite find those shots, and Rome are in a 5v3, staring at a potential 3v3. Staring at a potential round W. Rushers shuts down the beach entry. It is going to come down to the trio on the east. Interesting call for a cap comes in. A lot of exchanging going on as Ree scoops up one. On the back end, Diesel finds another, and Rushers was radioing in info, but they get picked apart. Soda goes down, and Pete K, well, kind of clutch it. What was looking like a potential successful assault from the east is no more. And they continue to battle onward as I get the score addition wrong. There we have it. Not out of the woods just yet. Again, I appreciate all you dropping in. I see a few more faces. The Gentleman 15, Crazy Dave, Destroyer 142, Gladiator, Glitch 0320, Sausage VR. Thank you guys for hanging out and enjoying the high-octane VRML action. Has been fast-paced, that's for dang sure. Back to a above 3-minute round. 3-minute and up round. Maybe that pace is the ticket to PK's success. We'll see if they can get it out of spawn here on their assault, but that was looking good for Rome, so if Peacekeepers can replicate that, they could very well take this to a 3-3. Obviously, it's what they need. Really need, because again, they lose this map, they lose this series. We still play that third map out, but again, they cannot afford an L here, and so neither team can, but back to it we go. PK on the attack. Map point yet again for Rome. We go into round number 6.
Alright, let's just watch for one cross into that bottom area.
Yep.
Bottom girl.
Right there. You just peek us.
Dots quickly come out. The drone getting deployed, and all the spawn now is given away. See how Rome react off of it. The drone being deployed, utilizing that tree for camouflage. Certainly get a lot of information if they spot the right things, as they are looking for anything here. Hard to identify some of these positions. In particular, Ree's on that chopper blade. We see them clear with the outline, but maybe a bit tough to identify from a drone's perspective. Either way, the rest of the team working up off of this information starts to close in to the objective. Already up through the center, Squirfy and Rushers go, and they are within 50 yards of the objective. A lot of defense invested in holding the edges, as Varix has to be sure nothing comes in on that outside. They drop off that ledge and take fall damage, and now have a long rotation to get back into the action. So for now, that angle's gone, but no real push coming in just yet from PK, and Rusher is able to connect onto Varix. Still, though, I don't know where he even got up here. I do catch one. Maybe from the nose. Probably from the middle.
More down the hill.
3-3 though, as things even up. Now the advantage into Rome's hand as Meso connects up through the center onto Virus. Through the smokes though, so they're not really 100% sure. Investing a lot of utility. That is a long C4 toss that finishes off Virus. Here comes the rest of the push from Peacekeepers. Meso fully flashed. They don't drop back in time. Those bullets connect 2-2.
Oh, it's just us. May as well play it slow.
3 minutes left, and looks like we are going to break that 3-minute mark. Just barely. As the duo slows down the momentum just a little bit. Soda doesn't want to slow down much, though. They're getting aggressive on this side. It costs them their life. Hondo down and able to be rezzed is big. Ree's looking for the refrag, but not going to find it, and Peacekeepers are going to be into a 2v1. The chopper defensive position from Ree, the last bastion of defense for Rome, and preventing this from going 3-3. A little bit of a rotation coming in from PK. I do like this. They have the time. They don't need to invest into an over-aggressive commitment up through that tunnel side where they'd been contested otherwise. And maybe this rotation allows them to spot out Ree on top of the helicopter. A nice bit of rotating gets them their final pickup, and we're not out of the woods quite yet. All tied up, 3 apiece. We go to the south of Abandoned for our final objective. PK on defense, Rome on the attack. PK needing to lock in this next round win to take us to a map 3 decider, but we are here. All tied up, 3 apiece on Abandoned to figure out that map 3 matters a little bit more than sometimes it does. Wow, that would be a very intense third map. Gotta start thinking about it already. Where would PK want to go? We're gonna dip into the old scat pool. Maybe Cargo's in the map pool rotation, isn't it? Cargo or Snow Peak? They played Tanker once and won it once, but I don't know. And they've only played Cargo and Snow Peak twice and once, so not a lot. Bazaar's off the table. Quarantine. Quarantine's where we're headed for map number 3. That would be a fantastic series decider, so no bias. Either way, I'm in it for the good quality back and forth. But either way, PK need this round. Rome on the cusp of ensuring themselves an MMR gain. And like I said, the final weeks when it matters most. The pressure is on for round number 7 of map 2.
Hey, NightFiree, it's a 3-3 decider, huh? How about it?
How about it indeed. I think I called it too. So yeah, we're pretty happy behind the old caster desk.
I'm gonna go on second to do that.
Good bit of back and forth here on our second map of the day. As Rome get ready for the assault, everybody on eggshells, so to speak. I don't want to get too aggressive. Again, just kind of poking and prodding, seeing what information they can find as they all sort of set up into their different positions. I imagine we're going to see another late round here, maybe even limited action until the 2 or 3 minute mark. There's that southeast. Take stock of the defense as well. Hondo watching a beach entrance. The rest of the team focused around objective, as it is a dangerous one that can be capped on, and so PK obviously have to invest a few resources in the defense of that objective space. Oh, but there's a kill that comes in for Soda. Hondo not watching this back alley, goes down. Can be res, but I don't know if they'll invest a player to go out and get that resurrection. Hondo may just be a sort of a radio beacon for the team. Oh, there is the rotation. Rushers nearly dies themselves.
Second one just fell back for a res.
Fortunate enough that Soda does not connect there. Otherwise, this could have been bad.
Hey, those other two that are behind, let's sync up a little.
Pop into Virus, who is getting slowly surrounded. A patient position that could pay big if your body pushes past, and they do. A top fragger for Rome dead. And I don't know if Rome really heard where those shots came from. A big kill here from Virus to throw a little bit of chaos into the Rome's plans. Re able to catch rushers rotating for that Hondo res. We're into a 3v4 essentially. As Varix works their way in, Diesel able to catch out Meso. Re almost team kills. Fortunate enough they don't. Varix, on the other hand, is stealthing their way up to objective. Squirfy inside a very important position here. They'll be able to defend Varix from entering into the doorway, but I don't know if they'll see it. Varix can walk up to the OBJ and cap.
One behind this boulder next to silo. East silo, next to east silo boulder.
That was me shooting over at west side.
Either way, Rome could be looking 5-3 here. Re finds and confirms Hondo. No more information there.
32.
Varix gets rid of Squirfy inside. On objective, defense weakens. Diesel has to crash, and the smoke comes in. They lose all defense outside as well. A huge pickup onto Varix. Virus has to crash back from a very tough position. And, oh no, Diesel getting surrounded. Virus still not here. Diesel the only one to defend. They ducked back behind. Meso connects. Tablet comes out. Virus is too far away. Rome.
Let's go.
Take it big. 5-3 with the cap. And map 2, the series, everything into their hands. Nine to 6 overall scoreline. Our first two maps. We still play out map 3 because the rounds won matter. It's why Rome went for a cap there instead of just getting the final kill and taking the series. They still want to get as many points as possible, and especially now when you're into this final moments of the regular season, you're so high in the ladder, all of these points really do matter. So our third map gonna get chosen out by PK. Have to see where we go, but that's the series into Rome's hands. An interesting note, your body less than impressive. Not to be not to diss them or anything, but just goes to show you that some players have great maps. They excel in certain spaces, they excel under certain situations, fast pacing, whatever it is. But clearly abandoned, not necessarily your body's cup of tea. Meso, however, 7-6, Soda 5-5. The rest of Rome coming alive to get them this second map, whereas I think your body had 14 and something on map 2 on Subway, almost taking all of the kills. So an interesting contrast, but hey, Rome taking both the W's any way they can get it. And so map number 3 does get picked. It is Cargo, interestingly enough. Not a bad map for Peacekeepers with a 67% win rate. But an interesting choice, especially with what we were just saying, with how they played on Subway and Irvadi finding 14. Maybe close quarters isn't necessarily a great place to go up against the likes of Peacekeepers, but is what we have here. Map number 3. And, well, it's certainly an exciting way to finalize this series. Cargo. I don't imagine we get over too many sub 3-minute rounds. So expect quick pacing, quick action, and a pretty fast couple of rounds to wrap up this series, but still fun and exciting because, like I said, every round matters. So you also expect both of these teams to be putting in their best effort to these rounds. See a few more folks dropping in to chat. Do appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. I am unfortunately on a 6-minute delay, and so I know I am a little bit behind on maybe reacting to certain people's messages and whatnot, but still, I do like to check it when I can, especially during these downtimes between rounds, and when I'm alone. Don't have a fellow co-caster to fill, which I suppose does bring me to the topic of if you want to join the VRML casting team, please head on over to the website. We have applications that you can fill out to join the production team. We are actually working on and should be revamping soon our the careers page, which will give you a much more clear path to applying and volunteering for the VRML. I know that some folks have submitted their applications, and we are going to be reviewing those probably after this stream and tomorrow night. So answers should come this weekend to folks that we will be bringing into the team, and so looking forward to any potential new casters that do come into the VRML casting squad. Keep your eyes out for them. Also, do follow the other channels, VRML 2 and 3, as we do have other casters climbing up the ranks, so to speak, and casting a bunch of great games over on those channels, so please follow there as well. And like I said earlier, we also have games this Saturday and Sunday, 6 p.m. PST, 12 p.m. PST, respectively, on Saturday and Sunday, over on twitch.tv/VR Master League and Horizon venues. So be sure to check that action out this weekend. Also, a game tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST. You're not going to want to miss that. There's also a bunch of esports going on this weekend. I believe Echo Arena VR has a community-driven LAN that VRML will be hosting on their channels. So if you want to check out that gameplay, you can head on over to what is, I believe, twitch.tv/Echo Arena_VRML. I'm pretty sure that's where we're hosting it. Other VRML esports action to tune into. So if you do enjoy what you've been getting here this afternoon, I recommend you check that out. They have a fantastic production team, great casters, a lot of enthusiasm, really fun stuff to watch. Easy to pick up the game as well. And so, like I said, if you need more, there's that. But there's also more Onward. So catch it all, get it all. I was going to say a heavily copyrighted company, but we're not going to go with it. It rhymes with Oaky Lane. Oaky Lawn. Looking at the rosters here, no subs coming in on either side. Both teams sticking with their same 5, but likely a bit of a timeout or a pause. Yeah, we do actually have an official timeout coming in. So in the, I suppose, interest of my voice, We are going to take a couple of minutes here before we pop into our next round. Hopefully it won't be too long, probably 5 to 10, but the team is clearly needing to take a bit of a break, recoup, and, well, prepare for the final map. Because like I said, we're into this back half of the season, week 13. Every round really matters. So both teams want to be sure they're on their A game. We will go to a brief intermission where you can get a few words from our sponsors, and when we come back, the final round, final map of the series between PK and Rome. Don't go anywhere.
Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
Yes.
I had to get rid of
Nah,
him.
he was
bro.
being toxic.
Every time. He does this every day, man.
Why are you unbanning him? He's still
I
banned,
don't know,
Like,
bro. Man.
let's go. One more to go.
We back. Round 1, map 3, PK versus Rome. Series already decided, but we're still here for the fun.
When we win this, Fatty. When?
Exactly.
Smoke's coming in.
Oh god, it's smoking.
We're gonna have a tunnel flank for sure.
Denying vision there
Yeah, can't see it though. Frag. Go boom.
from Marie.
Did they not pull the pin?
You might not have.
Thanks
I mean, free frag if you can pick it up.
Yeah, that's if I don't get shot. Why don't you just be a bait? Like a trap.
Some high level shit
You
there.
see it, Canadian? What?
There should be a frag somewhere near you.
Nah, it's nowhere near me.
They went up towards the
looking
next
for
thing. Alright, let's make our moves then.
PK rolling out with a slow start, almost a defensive start there on the attack. An uncharacteristic start initially for an objective like this, as oftentimes you see much more heavy investment in aggression out the gate to overwhelm, but it seems like it's coming in a little bit later now, as the smokes do get tossed out, and the attack is coming in from PK, playing it patient here.
You're
Ooh,
inside.
I don't know what
Get out of
happened right there. Something strange as a couple of kills come in on both sides here. Vadi flies for another. Diesel on the low half still doesn't catch out Vadi, and PK get cut apart. Diesel still looking for one here. Maybe just playing it quietly. Either way, Vadi flies the corner, and Diesel is able to get that kill. Still looking for Meso through the center. Now Varus on the edge. That's a nice double. 2-2. PK 2-1 as Soda finds that retreat. A quick pickup from Canadian Jesus, who subbed in for PK here and is looking to clutch in this round as they rotate around Soda and dip between the crates. A battle in cargo. Utility comes out. That's a great toss onto Soda, completely denying them vision. Jesus takes their time, but does finally swing the corner, catches the kill. Maybe I should go with the start of the name. Either way, Canadian Jesus locks in 2, and Peacekeepers go up 1-0. I gotta wonder. Rostered? It is. Canadian Jesus. There he is. Played in on Legionnaires. Starting season 11 and recently joining PK season 12. Actually started season 12 with Legionnaires. I think Legionnaires disbanded at some point in the season, so maybe that's what happened. And if I'm wrong on that, I apologize to the Legionnaires team. I'm wrong on that. I am. They just played Hell on Wheels. I just haven't cast a single Legionnaires game this whole season, so it is my fault, and I do apologize. But maybe we'll try and get a game for them next week. Anywho, PK up 1-0. Canadian Jesus clutching it up, and we go in to round number 2 to see if Rome can put up a Marsoc round of their own.
Dude, no, it's else they put in the box.
He was in the box.
With the gun hanging off his back.
He was in the box, then put in a box, you know?
PK anticipating an aggressive rollout here, and it is as smokes come in. A lot of utility out the gate. Flashes dumped in up through the center. Smokes here as well, but not enough to deny vision. Diesel scoops up 1. Squirfy catches some action over the top. Meso is pushing in under the smokes. They're on objective. They found 1 kill, and the tablet is out. Nobody expects this as Virus team kills, and they drop out. Meso still here as they connect with Virus. Tablet comes back out. Squirfy not able to catch the toes. Rome punched the code. the danger of this objective, if done right in chaos, is that something like that can happen. 2-1 lead in a flash for Rome as the first cap of the series comes in. A pair of MARSOC rounds going for the way of Peacekeepers in Rome, but Rome now with a nice lead 2-1, and they go on the defense for an objective that I feel is pretty easy to defend. Again, I've been wrong so far on my predictions on the MARSOC Volk situation this series, but we'll have to see. Again, Rome playing well this far, playing well this series so far. Puts it up there. The overall score line now 11-7. Oh, 7-11. We had an opportunity there. Anywho, a close series. We'll have to see where this goes. Rome up 2-1. PK on the attack.
Barracks, if you suicide bomb, I will fucking blow your brains out.
Aggressive rollout from Rome. Meso dispersing utility up over the top. PK almost countering that aggression by not sitting around too long in that backside and just flying down this alley. A great flash comes in. Varix way too late on the C4 toss out. Reese still blind. They go down to Diesel. They've lost control of this side of objective. It's a bad side to lose control of. Meso finds one up the middle, but they trade. Virus and Squirfy trying to push under smoke as your body is here. Virus finds that kill. Diesel ID'd Soda. They go down, and Soda, the last remaining defender, in a key spot. Virus gets picked up. Squirfy now has to try and find this kill, but Soda has driven this to a 1v1. Ooh, that's a good flash. That's a great flash, and it's just enough for Squirfy to swing wide and find the kill. They could have capped. Squirfy could have capped. They blinded Soda there. They could have crossed and found themselves 2 points. But when it's the heat of the moment and every round matters, well, you take what you can get, and it stays tied 2-2 off of a nice MARSOC W from PK. But it was almost clutched by Soda, so take what you can get in those scenarios for sure. Don't blame them for going for that kill. And a very fast round, as you can expect on a map like Cargo, especially with the pacing we've seen already, which has been incredibly fast. You can sometimes catch me in Horizon venues. If you do tune in there, just the other day, me and Steven Jameston, who's in chat now, we're hanging out in venues. I like to drop by and catch the Ecto Arena action when I can, for a little bit at least. Obviously, I'm unable to clone myself and be in 2 places, or I'd watch Onward in venues as well. That's something just for you. We'll see if PK can get something just for them. We go back into it. Round number 4.
I guarantee you.
Some sparkles, man.
I stand by it. Yeah, little fireworks, little boom. You know?
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Motherfucker.
An early kill connects, and early aggression comes out. PK dumping up flashes over the top and hunting for kills, taking control of angles and countering with aggression. Squirpy comes flying out of your body on the corner, but your body is ready and waiting. Shuts that down. The rest of PK pushed up to the center fold. as Canadian Jesus catches out. Meso Virus looking for one through the center. It is a full-on battle in the midfield, and Vadi catches a team kill and a bullet. A tough 1-2 for the Rome squad. Puts them down to just 2, make it 1. Soda gets picked off, and Aggression beats Aggression as Varix trades down, and Peacekeepers are left with just 1. I don't think he resurrected himself, but he's still alive. Canadian Jesus is there. 3-2 PK. Would be nice for them to get this 4-2. Think about the overall scoreline where that leaves it almost dang near tied. That cap on Abandoned kind of a sore spot, but still an opportunity to make up some ground. The overall scoreline would be 10-11. So almost even. And it's exactly how they need to play this. The tough part is this next objective, tough to get a Marsoc W on, in my opinion, but my opinion has not held much weight this series so far. So maybe PK can snag it here. We'll have to see. We go back to it for round number 5.
They're gonna flash. They're gonna flash. You hear that shit?
Oh, we're gonna get rolled.
All right, sit tight then. Sit tight. Delay the push. Sit on these back containers. Let them push into your shit. That over there.
Nice smoke.
A1.
No real counter aggression.
Down in 3.
And Rome deploying a patient defense, find 1 already. No flashes at all from Rome, and so, if I had to say so, it was intended misinformation, because Peacekeepers are entirely shifting up how they were playing and are much slower on their initial approach. As Diesel pushes up here, Varix waits to take the shots and then finds that kill. Not before the call out, and finally another goes down on PK, and they get that kill. Hondo and Scorpy trying to defend. Meso gets over aggressive. Soda goes down to a well-tossed nade. I think a random toss from Hondo. Romer into a 2-2. Ree has to drop back, and I think Squirfy hears this. Gets caught out. A nice peek from Ree there to find that kill. Hondo alone looking for that the refrag, but can't connect with it. Your Vadi, if they go for this res, could expose themselves, but they do manage to get across, scoop that up. Hondo can't find the reser, and Romer looking at an opportunity to tie this up 3-3. Certainly possible for Hondo to clutch this up. 1v3 on cargo, not anything crazy. Depends on how well this utility goes as well. Oh, recrossing there. I think identified Hondo. That slice is going to be very hard to catch Ree out on, and so we'll have to see if Hondo continues to push that side or goes back for Soda. They find a couple of bullets. Don't want to continue that aggression, but they do. Fly out onto Soda. Vadi up through the center finds that kill. And a good bit of teamwork from Rome get themselves another round. The near tie scenario, not quite to be, but still about as close as they can keep this series. If they can win, obviously a little bit closer. go on to the defense, and again, an objective that I feel is easier to defend than attack, and so PK could be looking at a map W here, which I know they are battling for. Talking about food, starting to make me hungry out here. Can't start thinking about that yet. We got another round, the last round. Round number 6. If you can do math.
Last round. Right. Final map.
I am very so happy that this is how this game is going. All right, this is going fantastic. It's going swimmingly. I am not in denial. Denial is underrated. Yeah.
My flashes are going too high.
There are the flash dispersals from PK. Maybe something they're expecting Rome to throw at them on defense, but wow, Irvadi flying in off of those utility tosses, uncontested into a position. They're hoping to grab some picks. Another counter flash. Irvadi blind, re-flies for Virus.
Middle.
Okay, down to 3 as Squirfy Res swings over to Canadian.
Tunnel door.
Drops gun, gets the res, everyone back up and at him. Meso goes down, trying to cross to the objective. Ree able to scoop up Hondo.
One up barrels.
Diesel's there, looking for the refrag. No, looking for the res. There's the flash. It doesn't quite connect, or does it? Ree seems blind in the corner, and they are. Canadian Jesus flies for 1. Soda is on the back of the defense. They find a double.
Good on road.
There's another. An unfortunate team kill this time from Canadian Jesus. Varix. Wow. We're into a 1v1. Oh, the cross there. That's a nice piece of utility that goes the distance. I don't think Varix... Oh, they definitely... did they get caught out? No. They're navigating the space. I doubt that flash connected with them, but they do manage to get all the way back into a bit of a safer position, and a lot of time left on the clock. 3.5 to be had. And I imagine we're going to get a bit of this side-to-side business as Varix maybe shoots a couple of rounds, posts some prods, looks for utility from their teammates, throws that utility, and then pushes up. But after taking that accidental shot, they give away their position on that side. Drop the mag, pick it up off the floor, save every bullet. Go on board Canadian here, the last defender. Checking how many rounds they have left, making sure they're ready for this final engagement. Last thing you want is you've been waiting here this whole time and then you click empty on your gun. And so we wait. 2.5 left overall, and Varix now working up through the center. Canadian Jesus not likely to push out of that building. So it is going to come down to Varix pushing up to Canadian Jesus through that center angle. It's going to be the last minute of the round when we get this exchange. What a crazy way to wrap this up. Makes me wish this was the series decider even more, because the intensity of this final round would be crazy with how close this match has been for every map. Still, though, a tense moment here as we go into the final minute and a half of the final round of this series, and Peacekeepers are just looking for one. Just want to take one map away from Rome at this stage, and they're just one kill away. Arcs working up through this midfield, is finally getting over to their downed teammates and will be able to find any available utility, but I don't know if there is any. Not seeing any grenades or anything on the ground there. And Vars is going to straight up challenge Canadian Jesus in the final 30 seconds of this map. Oh, and they spot the hip and they catch it. Rome have all three in the bag. With that final kill getting locked in. And what a tough loss to swallow for Peacekeepers. So close to beating Rome and almost ensuring themselves a position in the top 7, but now they're in danger zone after an L like this. So gonna be an interesting final 2 weeks for this Peacekeepers team, but regardless, an exciting match to tune into and a good performance from the Rome squad. Soda at the end of the day here on Cargo 10-4. It always has been a map that they have performed well on, so not incredibly surprising to see, but exciting to see. That's going to be it from me on the desk. I thank you all for tuning in and hanging out. I really do. If you are new here, please hit that follow button. If you do have Twitch Prime available, feel free to use that here. The support goes back to the VRML and folks like myself who cast games for you fine people. So I do appreciate that. And that's it. My name's been NightFiree with 2 E's. Thank you so much for tuning in. Drop by tomorrow right here, 6 p.m. PST for more Onward VRML action. But until then, stay classy.